All right, guys, what's going on? What's going on? The Rouser is in the house. What's going on this morning? Good morning. Hey, Cherish, how are you today? All right, how are you? My top tier Patreon is in the house. Man, great day today. Great day today. Today's going to be a good day. I can tell it. I know it's going to be a good day. You know, I know because words are powerful. You know what I mean? You got to tell yourself when you wake up in the morning, you got to say, this is the kind of day I'm going to have. Come hell or high water. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? What's up? Jermaine, Volley, Sock. I can't say that name right, but Sakshi. Thank you so much, man. Look, I appreciate y'all coming out today. It's such a, I don't know what it is. Do you feel, let me ask you something, guys. Let me ask you this. No, really. Can you feel the vibe today, man? The spirit. I'm not talking about my vibe. I'm talking about the spirit of, it's just something today feels good. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I started off with my scripture, right? Maybe that's what it is. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into it. You guys are probably, what are we going to do today? Well, I've been looking at this thing here, Caricature. I got it right. Okay. Oh, bam. All right. So I've been looking at this. I'm a part of this group here on Facebook. It's called Caricature Resolution 2025, right? And so it has like 7,000 members, and then it had this list. I saw Jermaine actually share this list the other day and had all these different characters, right? Which I put one up yesterday. I drew a lot of them, but I'm just going to go ahead. The ones that I think that I could go back and redo, I'm going to redo. I've been having problems with this one. I'm trying to find that list again. I don't know where they put it at. Let me see if I can figure it out. Okay, this is Sadie Sink. I just drew Sadie Sink too. All right, let me see. Oh man, that's awesome. I like that one. Caleb. Isn't that cool right there? Can y'all see that? That's awesome. All right. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. We're just going to pick somebody from here, and then we'll just post them up as we go. I can't find that list though. I wonder where they put it. I think it's, let me see. It was a list. Wait a minute. I might have it on my, do I have it on my pad? No, I don't. All right. Well, anyway, let's get some paper out here, guys, and get started. All right. So we're going to that out. Got us some paper. We got us some pencils. We're going to get our pencils out because some of us need pencils. I need pencils sometimes too. I ain't perfect. Darn near, but yeah. But you know what I'm saying. All right, so we're going to get our pencils out. And then we're going to need a Crayola marker. So go ahead and get your Crayola marker out. And let me see what else we got here. I think I need a Sharpie. Because sometimes I like to draw with Sharpies. You know, I don't know. It's a hit or miss. Sometimes I've been doing this for a long time, and no matter how much I draw, every day is like a hit or miss. You know what I mean? So who's the first person we should start out with? I just put up a Sadie Sink, but I guess I could do it. They got a lot of this guy here, Caleb McLaughlin. That's cold, man. Look what they did to this face, man. Look why they gave him these donut lips. Look like he's been eating a box of donuts. Come on, man, stop it. Y'all just, who did this? You need to stop this. This is pure, this is a sickness. Let me see who did this. Marian Marut I can't say that. He has 8.2 thousand followers on here though. Let me see. Then we got this one. Now this is my first Caleb. Now I did this one, right? But mine's is not as, they got a lot of imaginative things in this one. So I like this one too. This one's pretty cool. What do y'all think about that one? That one's pretty cool. Yeah. That has a lot of his character. And I like the way, like how simple it is. You know what I mean? That's real cool. All right. So I guess we can, we'll pull up a picture of him first. And then we'll do Let's just do. We'll just look up Stranger Things. Apparently, that's what they're doing here. Let me see. Let's look up. I guess we could look it up on Pinterest. Let's look up Stranger Things. Stranger Things. Okay. And this one looks cool. Let's start with him first. And then we'll get I like this picture of him. This is a cool picture of him. I don't know what their names are, but I'm definitely gonna save this one. Here. Here he is here. Save image as save. And oh man, that's another picture of him, but this is from like a save here. Let me see. Oh, who is this? Sadie Sink. So she looks so much save that image. She looks more like her character in this picture here. All right, let me see. All right, let's jump in. All right, so here we go. She looks like she has a lot of intensity. Hey, what's going on, Jumbo Struck? How are you today? Welcome to the stream, guys. Okay, so before I get started, I'm Harry. Nice to meet you. If this is your first time to the stream, welcome. I would shake your hand, but there's, cyberspace between us. I'm a professional caricature artist. By professional meaning I'm not the best caricature artist. I'm just a professional one, as in I do it for a profession. I do this. This is my 9 to 5. I don't have any other job that I do. I either teach caricature online or do it like where I'm streaming, and then I do it also on live at events. Okay, let me see. What else do I need to say about that? So anyway, oh, thank you. And because of that, you guys are important. So we have a Patreon page. If you're a fan of mine and you want to support an artist, right? I'm a full-time dad. I want to be a full-time content creator. And at the end of the day, hey man, I need finances to be able to do that, right? So if you guys can, if you're learning from me, you're rolling with me, you're rocking with me, you can feel the vibe, you come and you visit often, hey, join our Patreon page, sign up for a tier, and tips are appreciated. We do appreciate that. So thank you so much in advance. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right. I don't know how this is going to come out, but I don't care. I'm just going to do it. Okay. Let's see what my first picture, I'm just going to kind of be real loose with it. Okay. So let me get loose, right? And let me see here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little shape here. So we're going to draw. I'm going to start out with a diamond. I like to use this diamond shape. It just kind of gives me a little perspective about the face, kind of like the length and the width of the face a little. You know what I mean? And then also it kind of gives me a center point for the face, and it helps to get my whole head shape down. So watch how I build my head shape from here. You ready? All right, so we got a little chin shape here. Okay. I'm just going to make it, just be real loose here with it. Okay. The chin is kind of pointy here. Like I said, this is my first drawing of the day. You can see where my ears are going to kind of go here. Okay. This is going to go well. I know it is. I know it's going to go well. It is going to go well. Let me see. Like a little house over the top of that. Now my style of drawing caricature is very quick. Like I don't I don't have time to be lollygagging around. You know what I mean? I don't do all those crazy exaggerations. But you know what? Everybody sees people differently. So if you're a crazy exaggerator, hey man, exaggerate, be crazy. If you're a moderate exaggerator, be a moderate exaggerator. You know what I mean? Now check this out. I saw this earlier today, and I don't know if it's a thing or not, but I'm gonna see. So I saw this line right here in the face, right, the crosshair line, and I'm looking at how her eyebrows kind of interact with that line, and I'm thinking, is when I'm looking at that line, is most of my eye shape above that line, kind of in the middle of that line, right? What do I want to do? Is there a roundness to the eye? And so as I'm looking at this one, right, I'm thinking she has a bit of a roundness in her eye, meaning that her eyes are going to be kind of like on the line in the middle. So if I just do some big circles right here, right, we want to do a simple cartoon to her, right, I could just draw a circle because her eyes overall feel circly. What makes her look like her though is this. Watch this. I think. Anyway, let's see how this works out. Like I said, it's gonna go good. So you see how the placement, right? That's her eyebrows right there, right? Okay, see? So even if I never drew another thing, because her eyes are so round, she has a round overall feel to her eyes, I can get away with just shortcutting it. Now, if I want to, now I can see that she has very angly eyes. So all of the lines in her eyes are going to be kind of parallel to our center line. Does that make sense to you? So I don't really need to do a great deal of thinking. I know here is going to be straight, and this line is not so straight at the bottom, but it still could be straight. But I could just do it like this in relation to the center line. But the whole thing is for me to be able to see where these lines go in relation to, right, our center line. Okay. That was just a revelation like I had this morning, right? About drawing the eyes, okay? Now, you could do something a little bit more, elegant or classy or whatever, but you still have to understand this at it. I think to draw the eyes effectively, you got to understand what you can do at the bare minimum kind of thing. What do I need to do at the bare minimum? Like a lot of people, when they get to the nose shape, right? You know what they do? They sometimes they'll try to draw like stuff that's really not necessary. Like with me, right? I'm looking at, again, the overall feel of the nose. Okay, so if I close my eyes and I imagine the overall feel of the nose, I'm seeing something that looks kind of beaky, right? Not like extremely beaky, but beaky. So what I'll do is I'll draw a line here in relation to my center line. Okay, and that's all I need. All I gotta do is do some shadow underneath there and maybe draw some sides. Do I need the nostrils and all that? No, because think about it. Think about Disney. Think about Bugs Bunny and the Coyote Robert. These people don't draw. That's not what a real bunny rabbit looks like, right? Because it doesn't have all the anatomy of the bunny. It kind of looks like a bunny. It feels like a bunny when you look at it, but it's not like a real bunny. If you look at a real bunny, then you can start looking at the little scientific terms of their nose and the little hairs on there. So you start trying to draw all that stuff because you're thinking about everything too literal. And I think to have a better peace of mind when you draw this, you got to understand that this is all about imagination. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to play with this face. We're not going to just draw her like this. We're going to draw her in different ways and just explore it. And check it out. Oh, guys, we do have a goal we're trying to meet. I know we're going to meet that goal today, right? It's going to work out. It's got to work out. And you guys see our goal. And if you do, we're going to do 3 crowd requests. Whoop, whoop. So if you want any 3 crowd requests, you just tell me who you want me to draw. We're going to do a poll from the crowd. and then we're going to draw those caricatures for you. Okay. All right. Now let's look at the mouth shape. Once again, what is her mouth saying? Her mouth overall is very monotone. So there's no smiling in this picture. You get what I'm saying? There's no frowning in this picture. It's more like Stranger Things. Right? So her mouth just looks like a line. What it is, I'm looking at everything again in relation to my center line. What is my mouth doing in relation to it? It's flatlining. That is the caricature, the flat line. Look. Now the lips curve, but this does not. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So let's back out a little bit. And then at the end, if you want, you can add some little details, but you want a clear, when you look at the picture, that's the main thing. It doesn't look like them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't know. Let's go ahead and just put some little braids here. Okay. Also, guys, I am streaming on Instagram. So Instagram, if you want to tip, you feel like you're learning a little something from me today, and you'd like to be a blessing to us, just go to Cash App, go to Rouser World, $ Rouser World, and you can tip us there. Thanks, guys. All right. So we pretty much got the idea of the picture down. We're not going to do a whole lot of, I guess, if you want to add some shadows or shade or whatever you want to do, we just erase our little diamond shape. So feel free to play around with that diamond shape. We're going to use it again. We're going to do another version of her, but we're going to keep the look and feel the same because of the reference that we're drawing from. Okay. I don't want one of those, we were funny. My wife made me watch Star Wars the other day, and I was looking at Yoda and how, some of the profound things he was saying. He was like, with you, he said, there's always something that's impossible, No, what I'm saying? And Luke was like arguing back and forth with him, but it was, a lot of profoundness in that picture. There's not, and we have to, embrace that. Hey, let's explore. Let's see what else we can do with our character. She don't have to look like this as long as we maintain the theme for the picture. So I'll just add a little bit of shadow here for you, just so you can. Okay, look at these little lines. Look at these little bags around the eyes that she got, right? Right? And look at the simplicity, man. Simplicity kills. Simplicity kills. Okay. Oh, I guess I ought to kind of color this in a little bit more. Okay. And last but not least, we just need to shadow this in, and look. Right? Doesn't it look like her face? All right, so let's see what else we can do. Now, knowing what we know, okay, we can take the diamond again. I'm gonna move this over some so you can see a little bit better. Y'all like my music that goes along with Stranger Things? All right. Okay, I need to adjust my camera here. There we go. Do. All right, hold on. All right, so we should be able to see there. All right, Star Wars. Okay, let's see here. Oh wait, I forgot to change this. Wait, I forgot to change this. I meant to say 2 hours and then start. There we go. There we go. All right, so what else can we do with this? Let's go back with our pencil and do our little diamond. let's say I want to, because you know what, anything's possible. Let's do our diamond shape and let's squish her head down by making it wider. So I'm gonna use it like a little spring, right? You ever seen those little springs? Boing, 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 right? Can you imagine the spring where every time you do this and it gets wider right here, or you know what I mean? Use your imagination. All right. So look, let's see what I can do with this. Now remember our we're gonna just do like this here. Okay, and then we're gonna do like this here, look. Cause I don't care what nobody think about my drawing. Cause I don't care. Right? At the end of the day, it's what does it matter, right? And then we can do like this. We can make her braids do like this because we're just doing a funny version of her. Something to make you laugh, possibly make you cry, right? This drawing is horrible. It's horrible. How could someone do this to me? All right, so I squished her head. And I'm looking at all basic little shapes, right? All right, so here we go again. Watch, where's our center line at? All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do something different. Let's see if this works. All right, no, doing what we did last time. So look, remember, we understand now that our shape is kind of centered around the center line. So if I want to go with something like with the whole eye shape like this, watch. Watch. Okay, look. Okay, and she's like, she's like who are you supposed to be? Are you supposed to be me, right? I don't know. Okay, Gaten Matarazzo. I know who that is. Yeah. Okay, look, same idea, right? But I squished her down, and then watch. Remember we talked about the beaky nose, right? So watch. I'll do like this. How small do I want to make it? I want to make her nose way down here. Watch. She says she looks like a mad baby. Okay. And then look, we could just do like a little bitty mouth. Right? Right? So you see? Oh, I forgot to give her some eyelashes over here. Maybe that's why she's so pissed at her. I don't know. But you get it. Don't be afraid to explore your version of the person. Just keep the basic shape idea in your head while you're doing it. Whatever shape you draw, right? Draw it basically, right? So I might put a little bit more hair up here, right? And there you have it, right? Now all we got to do, come back. You erase this here. Is this helping somebody today? Are you guys being helped by this? Hope you guys are being helped by this today. I'm trying to help you. Trying to help you here. I'm talking about, man, look at that. Anyway, those are these are different ways you can. Let's see, what else y'all want to try? Should we go for version number 3? Does anybody have a version that they thought was interesting? Go ahead and send me your version. I'd like to see your version. I'm showcasing your work today. That's what's about to happen. You are about to get put on Front Street. So, yeah. Whatever you send in, don't be half-stepping. I'm trying to think what else I could do with this. Now, I could go with a more angly look, maybe. Let me see. Or what if I start with the eyes, right, first? Let's see. What if I just do what if I do this? And I just approach the picture without the outside in. And I make her a... right. Do something like, I don't know, let me see. Don't be afraid, just do it. That's another little nose, right? Gosh. Okay, I don't think this is I don't know what okay, but this is in essence, this is what. Now let's do an angly face. What kind of way you want to do it, it don't matter, right? Who's gonna tell you, that don't look like them, you can't do that? Those are those people that you don't invite over to your house, you know? Negative Nancy's. No offense to Nancy's on the page. If your name is Nancy, I'm sorry. Look at this one. This one is like a little, I don't know. It's because I'm just, if I was working for a cartoon place, let's say I was working for, you know who she remind me of? This look like something out of the Minions or something. It look like the guy. What's the name of that guy from the Minions? The guy with the long nose, right? Do you think when somebody tell you, okay, I want you to use this person as an inspiration for a cartoon character? If you just draw a portrait of them, right? It don't matter. But if they're doing a Stranger Things cartoon, we could use this and be like, oh, so this is the person that's going to play, and all of my characters are going to kind of look like this, like Bebe Kids, right? Y'all know who Bebe Kids is? Okay. So again, all kinds of ways to exaggerate. Now, the only difference between drawing a picture and drawing a person live is that the person live can get their feelings hurt. Okay. And in the event that does happen, all right, there are exit doors on the left and right. Your oxygen mask will come down, and the cabin pressure light will come on above, right? Gru, yeah, that's his name, Gru. Yeah. Right, you can. Hey, look, I'm telling you, you can do whatever you like. You can do whatever you like. Yeah. That's T.I. for you young people. I don't know. He might not be popular no more. I don't know. Is he popular still? All right. So let's go to the next person. We got other people to make fun of today. Okay. So we had her. Let's go. What other face did I download here? I think I downloaded. I don't like this picture right here. Is kind of cool. But, I mean, I know it looks like him. Oh, yeah, we're doing it. We're so drawing that face. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do. All right, check it out. I'm not gonna even. I'm gonna put this to the side over here. Okay, we're gonna bring back all of our guests later on, right? And guys, do me a favor, because I wasn't prepared in this aspect. Since I'm using my phone to stream from from Instagram, I cannot look on there to see where the list that I had. It's actually on my phone. So it's called, Jermaine, are you still here? Caricature resolution, that list that you shared. Could you share that with me so I can pull it up here on, I think you shared it on Instagram, maybe? I was looking at your art one day and I thought about that. But anyway, what about this guy? Now I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with him. I'm just going to do his head shape first. Watch this. Oh, you big eraser head dude, you. Look. His head looks like an eraser. Right? And then look. That's his ear, right? And then look. He got these eyebrows. Oh man, I gotta hurry up and get. Now, let me see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with I ain't scared. Watch. I ain't scared. Looks like him already. All right, that picture's done. He has like a big meaty head here. Like his head just kind of goes out and comes in right here. And then he has this. This is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna look for his eyes, right? So we want to do something like this. We want to make sure that he's looking over there. See, I told you when you draw these kind of pictures, it's not the eye shape. Everybody think, oh, it's the eye shape, but it doesn't. The person's face doesn't all the way fit into that. You get what I'm saying? You want to get do the basic thing first. Where your eyes looking at first, and just do some little circles or something. Look at the way other character. I got one caricaturist that I follow. His name is Done Drawing. Done Drawing. If you haven't checked him out, he's pretty good, man. Okay. And he employs this all the time. He's able to get these striking likenesses by doing these super crazy features. But you have to be confident. You got to know. You have to use the force, Luke. Right? Use the force. Right? He was like, could you imagine? Use the force, Luke, and then one day Luke come home with a horse. He was like, what the hell is this? He's like, I thought you said use the horse. You weren't listening to me, Luke, were you? All right, anyway, watch this. Let's do this. Watch. Now, once I have that, watch. How easy is it for me to do this right here? Once I have my face in there, right? How easy it is for me to do something like this. You see? And then look, I can get his nose in there, right? He has a pretty good size schnozola there, so let's not be afraid. Let's go in there and dig in. Nobody cares, right? And look, we can do the mouth shape, right? I can do a simple mouth shape, right? First, get a simple mouth shape in there first. Get you a shape like this. Like I'm gonna use this shape right here. I like to draw things very simply, so I'm not gonna use a great deal of. I don't like to do a whole bunch of thinking when I'm drawing. So I use a basic shape to describe it, and then I add lips to it, which I'm gonna make his lips kind of run into his nose. And you know what? Because I can do whatever I want. I ain't gonna give him no chin shape because I think that'll take away from the picture. So I'm just gonna bring the chin like right into his lips, right? This is kind of far down the page, and then I'll come over here and I'll come down into the chin, right? Give him a little neck that does like this, right? Right, so he don't have no. Now look at him. See, he got his teeth hanging out there, right? He got his nose, right? He's sitting over there, and well, I'm gonna tell you who's not happy with this guy. She's not. Right? That's what it is. Stranger Things is not really what the movie is all about. It's about this guy that saw this strange looking. Could you? He was like, "Hey, what's your name over there? What you? You know what I mean? I like your eyebrows. Maybe we're cousins, right? I don't know. Maybe we are. So we're just doing something. You know, we're having fun, man. You got to crack jokes in your head too while you're doing this. That's the key to this. I think that some caricature artists don't crack jokes in their head. That was my problem. My wife told me that I had a problem and I would take things too offensively sometimes. And when you are offended easily, you therefore believe other people are going to get offended easily. You get what I'm saying? That's why I have a newfound respect for Ninja Sketch, right? At first I used to get offended by her cartoons, but now I understand what she's doing. She's being free, man. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to like your drawings, no matter like who you are. That's why everybody has favorite everything. Favorite color of ice cream, favorite food. You know what I mean? I don't like that one. I like this one. That's just part of life. You know what I mean? But if you get stuck up on what everybody likes, that means that when the hell do you have a chance to be you? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go ahead. I can't get over this guy right here. All right. So by the way, guys, let me stop real quick. I'm a full-time artist. I'm a 51-year-old dad. I do this full-time. Tips would be awesome. Thank you guys for helping us. I appreciate you. Okay. Let's go ahead and get back into it. We're going to do our little, it's going to be real with you, man, you know? Right. Okay. So, once we finish it, I think what'll really bring this picture out is if I get me a crayon and I do this real quick. Watch. Here we go. First we're gonna do the top layer. Look, free. Just be free. Freedom. Okay, and then we come back with another layer. Watch. Cause if you're too literal, you're gonna be trying to draw every strand of hair, right? I'll just come back here, make a lighter layer. Then I might come back here, hit the hairline real nice. Right. Right. And then I might come back across it at the very base of it. Ooh, right. Okay. And then we got a little hair in there, right? You see? Okay, so that's version number 1, right? All right, let me get out of here with this. Get out of here. Who is that? What are you doing over there? All right. So now that's our picture. Anybody know what was his name again? Anybody remember what his name is? I don't remember what his name is, but let's go ahead and do version number 2. Let's see here. Let's look into the magic mirror. All right, the magic mirror. Do I have a mirror in here? Okay, we'll just do it like y'all don't remember Romper Room? Let's look into the magic mirror. What can we do? Nothing's impossible. I'm doing it. Okay, here we go. Caleb McLaughlin. Okay, so let's go over here and we're going to create Caleb McLaughlin's evil twin, right? The other version of him. You know, there's 2 versions of you. There's that part that you are at home. There's a part that you are in public. And there's a part that you are when you're maybe at church, right? I know me and my wife would get out of the car. The other day we had a knockdown drag out. And then when we got out, we walked. Praise the Lord. Jesus, Lord have praise the Lord. All the way up to the church. I mean, yeah, everybody got 2 sides, so we're going to explore Caleb's other side. This is him. I don't know. Let's make him like he's in a hall of mirrors. Let's do this. Watch. Let's smush it. Let's do this. Look. Smushy. Smushy. Mr. Smushy. I can't be thinking about whether you gonna like it or not because I don't know. You might like it. You might laugh. You might not. Okay, let's go Mr. Smushy. I'm gonna give him a big forehead. So we're gonna go even more extreme. On the eyebrows, right? 2 little U-turns, right? And I'll tell you what, with this one, I'm just gonna do I'm gonna hang the eyebrows from my center line. So I'm gonna draw them with a bit of a hangy feel to it, like this, right? And then I'll just come around and do like this. Right? Then we'll do like this. We got to fit all this in here, so let me see. Okay. Let me see. I don't even know how I'm going to get his mouth in here. Let me see. This is going to be ultra stupid. Okay, hold up. Let's just give him a big bottom lip. And then in his top lip like this. He got little teeth. All right. All right. Let's do a little bit more. A little bit more eyebrow. I gotta turn those eyebrows up some. All right. Okay. Okay. You know who he reminds me of in this picture? I was thinking about Inky in the Brain. You know, doesn't he kind of remind you of that Inky in the brain? Right. Okay. Let me see here. And then we'll just have him with a, I don't know. You see? What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. Let me see. Let's make him. Oh, you know where he's at? He's in like a little pond. And there's a little house back here that's haunted and it's kind of broken down with shutters that are just kind of opened up back here. It's a little smokestack right here. Can't find his friends. Got a little, and then the water just kind of extends down into there. He just saw some strange things over there, right? And then this is the horizon, right? Yeah. Some strange trees. You gotta have a spooky background, right? And then let me see here. I might put some, his little brother, right? Look, we're gonna do some lighting. See how I do with the lighting right there? Then I'll come back and I might hit him again from this side. Because everything is shaped objects to me. I don't care. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? And then outside is dark too. So he's in the middle of a very, very dark night. There's darkness. Right? Yeah, a little darkness in the air. Maybe we can make our shade look cool by drawing a little line of it. Right? Like that. His little brother. Yeah, man. So this is how, look, everything that we doing today, this is how you explore caricature, and you get the the monkey off your back. You know what I mean? And that monkey for a caricature artist is heavy. It's a heavy monkey because it's that monkey that always thinks that it's about. I'm gonna tell you, there's an underlying narrative. Okay, you got to get off your ego. Yeah, if you have an ego, right, then your ego is going to expect perfection from you at all times. It's this inner underlying script that's writing in your brain all the time. And that can be a bit overwhelming. Take it from me. I was the ego master, right? It was like Lego my ego. Let go of my ego, right? And yeah, that was me, and it held me back so much. And that's my thing for this year. I'm turning 52 years old. I got 10 days on the 20th. I'll be doing a special stream that day too. I would expect birthday gifts. Thank you. Even if you draw a cartoon of me, I would like to have it. It'd be awesome. I might do a showcase of my birthday caricatures or whatever. But I'll be 52. And I've already said this year I'm going higher with God. You know what I'm saying? Going higher. You know what I mean? This is so freeing to not be, restricted by like who I think I am and who I want other people to. I want other people to join in and celebrate me, who I am. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times that gets in the way of our drawings. So anyway, this is Caleb's little brother. Thank you, Creative Atmosphere. I certainly appreciate. Somebody block it. Somebody block it. Yeah, and you gotta. Yeah. Hey, look. Oh, we won in. We won in, guys. We only got 9 more to go. All I'm asking is for your Starbucks money. Give me your Starbucks. You can have Starbucks tomorrow. Some of us spend. My goodness, I remember I used to drink Starbucks. No, my wife was a Starbucks drinker. I'm just a regular. I'm what you call a. I think the proper terminology may be I'm a ghetto coffee drinker. So when I go to Starbucks, I don't know what to ask for. I didn't know that you had to have venti in front of your coffee. You know what I mean? I was like, she was like, "Would you like a venti?" I was like, "A venti?" What? I said, "I just want some coffee." You know what I'm saying? And anyway, I'm not cool like that. I'm not up on all the youngster stuff right now. So anyway, let's go ahead. We got one more version of Caleb. Now I'm trying to go into my magic mirror here. I don't know. Let me see. Get in there, Rouser. Where you at? Let me see. I think you know what I see? This is who I see. Yeah. Yes. I can't just have a regular cup of coffee. I got to have a venti coffee. Yes. All right. Now, this one here, what we're going to do, let me see. I just can't get off of his eyebrows. His eyebrows make his cartoon. I mean, really, with this picture, if you wait, I'm doing it. I'm so doing it. Okay. Even if you look at this face and you say, you know what? Check it out. I'm going to make him into a watch. Okay. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to make him into a Make him into a pencil. I think he'd make a cool pencil. You know what I mean? Now, if you can't say that to yourself, that means because your ego's in the way. You get what I'm saying? Ego's in the way. You gotta get your ego out the way. Let's see. Let's just go with I just want to go with an overall round nose. I don't care about that. I just want to go with I want to get the buckness of the teeth. Right? He's like a look, and then look. He's writing a little line. Look. See? He's a pencil he's writing stuff, right? You had to quick Starbucks to save some bucks. Oh, oh my gosh. And I'm gonna tell you the bucks have been saved, right? Yeah. You don't look at the simplicity of that, right? And look what he wrote, dear Mom. This is a very strange thing. I don't know what he's going. Where is he going after that? I don't know, but you know what I mean. We did it. So now we got three versions of him, right? We have our version that's somewhat civilized, right? And then the guy that says, he sent his little brother Pencil McLaughlin, right? Oh, we're naming him, David. You just gave him a name, Pencil McLaughlin. Okay. All right. Okay. Wait, I gotta stop laughing today. What's happening? I don't know, man. I'm just having fun doing this today. I don't know. This is. I'm gonna tell you what caricature is for me. It's my way to get back at the world, right? To call people what I really want to call them. There's no Starbucks in Kenya. Is that where you're at, David? In Kenya? Oh wow, that's crazy. Seriously? Are you in Kenya? Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So we got Pencil McLaughlin. I don't know what we can name him right here. We'll just call him. Oh, you know what? Everybody, I think that we're just gonna call him. We're gonna call him. We're gonna call him a little M. I don't know, because that's how rappers do. They all just put little in front of their name, and then and then they turn into that. Let me see here. Let me reboot here. Oh snap! Yeah, I gotta take some of these videos off my computer. I think I got a little bit of an overload there. Hold on one sec, guys. Key in. Let me pop out that chat again. Wait. Can I pop out there? Oh, here. All right, let me see here. Hold on. Oh, I had no idea. I never been over there before to Kenya, huh? That's pretty awesome. Hold up. At your service, right? Little M, right? Little M. You know, now I'm going to tell you what I appreciate today. That no professional caricature artists have gotten other professional caricature artists have gotten on here talking about, you know, kind of like, see, wait a minute. All right, let's go back to the Starbucks analogy. There are people that go to Starbucks that they know all of the language of Starbucks, right? And well, then there are us, right, that don't know the language, so we go there and just say, "Give me some black coffee with some creamer in it." And it was like everybody's looking at each other like, "Did he just? What's he asking for?" I don't know. Like we're speaking a foreign language up in Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Well, sometimes caricature artists and people in your life can be like that, right? They think they're so good at what they do, right? That when you do something simple like this, they're like, "Wait a minute, this is just, oh no, this is not acceptable. That's not," you know what I mean? So I like that nobody did that to me today. That's awesome. All right, let's go to the next picture. Now I had a request, but I was going to go there anyway. I'm trying to think of what was his name. His name was where was his name? Make laugh, not laugh. What was his name? Let me see if I could go back and find it. Let me see. I saved some bucks at Starbucks. Cherish, you are just priceless. Wait. Okay, let me see. Yeah, man. Well, no pun intended, actually. This is what I go around thinking about, the travesties of life. You know what I mean? All right, let me see here. What was the other guy's name? It was I saw somebody ask for him. What was his name? Oh, Kate. No, it's not Caleb. What was his name? The guy with the curly hair. Gaten Matarazzo, that's his name. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can find him real quick. Copy that name. Let's go over here. All right. There he is right here, actually. I think I got his picture. Let's now this is what he looked like in the actual. No, that's him. That's the same guy we just drew. So I think it's got to be this one. Yeah. Okay. So we got a 2 for a 2 for 1 over here. So let's go ahead and try it. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? I'm ready. All right. Wait, where's my music at? My music. All right, there we go. Dun, dun. All right, we need some music to hype us up. Dun, dun. Down, no, 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 no. Down, no, no, no. If I would have shaved his head. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go with. I think I need to get another one of him because his face is kind of little for that one. And it won't let me immediately. So let me see what about this one. All right, here we go. So it looks like somebody actually tried to draw him already. Okay, so this is I don't like that picture of him. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't like that picture. I think I'm gonna go with the other picture I had. The other one had more character to me. And not every picture translates into a caricature. I just want to put that out there for you guys. All right, so this is him right here, right? And we're going to try to draw this picture. So I'm going to tell you, like, watch this. Now let's flow with it. Let's go into the flow. When I sit down in my chair, right? I think about the air because I don't care. And then I want to eat a pear, but it doesn't seem fair. because I'm a player in my chair. Can't think of anything else to go with that, but it sounded cool, right? With the music, right? All right, let me go. All right, let me see. So this is, I just did that so I could be silly in my mind when I'm drawing. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm just going to draw. I think I'm going to go with his expression on this one. Watch. So you see that? Look, that's what he looks like in this picture. If you miss that, even if you draw the right features, you're gonna get it wrong, right? So now let's look at the general shape of his eye. It looks like one of these. It looks like these to me. Let me see, like kind of like this, but it's got like an underbelly to it. You know what I mean? Like a boom boom underbelly. You know what I'm saying? And then it's kind of like a, you know what I'm saying? And then he's got like some thickness right here. He's like, ugh, right? Got some lips on there. Oh. And what makes him look cool is it doesn't look like he has teeth, right? It's one of those characters that don't have no teeth. He's like a young grandpa, right? All right, let me see. And I guess we got to be able to see his nostrils. Let's put some nostrils in there. We don't care. All right. Now, what's the next thing that comes out to me? I don't know. Let me see. You know what I see? I see this. I don't even know if this is going to come out right, but I'm going to do it. Because I'm just going with it. I'm not drawing a portrait. I'm just listening to whoever this is jamming on this stereo. All right. Big curly hair. Freedom. Going with it. Knowing that you can. Believing that any version that you want of this person can come out of your head at any time. You have to understand that. Because you know, how many times have you done something that you didn't think you were capable of? You ever done something you didn't think you were capable of? You just, one day you did it. And you were like, where'd that come from? Even if it was a bad thing. You might have said something to somebody. You got real pissed. And you was like, and you don't normally curse. And then you get around the corner and you be like, where'd that come from? Anyway, okay. Well, that's a lot. That's how caricature works. That's why I can draw the same picture in an unlimited amount of ways, because there's no limit to your mind. The mind doesn't have limits. It's only the ones that you impose on it. You get what I mean? Once you impose that limit, then that's when your creativity gets. You get what I'm saying? You start choking on your right, because you don't know, right? He's choking himself, right? All right. Right, it's choking. You start choking the life out of your creativity, right? There is no more. You want to, right? That is absolutely right, Cherish. We limit ourselves, right? We are our own. I'm going to tell you something that I discovered. I didn't discover this. It was already here, first of all. Let's, but the other day, I was at the stop sign I was at the stop sign. Oh, I was riding down the street. I wasn't at a stop sign. I'm riding down the street approaching a stop sign. Okay. So this guy gets in, just the other driver All right. There's a car trying to turn into the main road from the highway like this, right? So it's a car coming like this and a guy trying to do like this. Now this guy that was in front of me, I'm a safe distance behind him. He's getting it. He sees this car coming like this, and he does not brake, even though he has a mile, like, I'm exaggerating, but he has like a lot of distance to be able to slow down and give that car enough space. But rather than do that, he kept getting it and got and all the way up to the point where he was riding the car like this once he went around. And I said, accidents are not accidents. There are no, most of the time, this is not an accident. It's human error. It's human error. It's this human being that won't get off of their soapbox or whatever, whoever they think they are. You know what I'm saying? It's human error, you know. And so again, the mind is limited only by whatever limitations we impose on it. You get what I'm saying? If you feel like you're a failure, then that is what you are. So a man think, so is he. Right? You know what I'm saying? So if you're drawing something, okay, you first have to sit down and accept you first. Accept who you are. Like, I'm me, and this is how God made me. I am adequate. I am good. I'm the, you know what I'm saying? I am the best. I am the, you know what I'm saying? I will achieve, you know what I'm saying? You got to speak positive things because words are powerful. And then in accepting that self, you understand as a human being, anything is possible. Never say never. Ever say that word. Because you don't know what you'll never do. You lying to yourself. Because if you can go around that corner and say, where'd that curse word come from? I don't normally curse. What other things can you do that's way worse down the moral chain? A lot of guys find themselves in bad positions that they didn't think they was going to be in. I'm just saying. Right? I'll never do that. Oh my gosh. Right? Boy. I'm talking about the days I used to go to the club. Ooh, man. I'm not going to even talk about that because, well, I'm just not going to talk about that. A creativity choker. That's exactly right. So that's the strange thing right here. This is what this caricature is all about. Now, the thing is did I plan this? No. But what I did was I keep everything simple in my mind. I keep everything basic. And the moment that it don't be basic for me, I find a way to make it basic. You get what I'm saying? Because simplicity is what life is all about. Some of us have to live our whole life to figure that out. We don't figure it out. Boy, I wish I'd have known this when I was younger. Because I'm going to tell you what I wouldn't have did when I was younger. I wouldn't have dealt with probably 75% of the people I had dealt with when I was a kid. Because most of them were the people that I dealt with, right? Now that I know what about me and my purpose and all this kind of stuff, it's like, why was I even dealing with this person? Not that I'm better than them, but they didn't have any. That would be like going on a trip somewhere and you need certain things for the trip, but you don't go get those things. You get everything that's contrary to the trip to take on the trip with you. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So if I would have known better then, it would have been different. Anyway, let's get back into this. Let me finish this guy up. We got a word of the day coming up after the stream is over with, guys. So if you guys want to stay around for that, that'll be awesome. But if not, I get it. We almost there. Thank you so much, Jumbo Struck. I didn't see you. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you so much. Start it. I thought I had to reply. Okay, and let me just do this here. Okay. All right, guys. So we're almost. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. I was thinking about how much I have changed since my club days. Of course, I still love to dance, revolution, and sing in my living room. Hey, hey. You know what I'm saying? Right. But sometimes, when sometimes you're sitting in the dark by yourself, wondering like why you didn't pay the light bill. I'm just messing with you. But you wonder about the things some things, decisions that you made. You sit back and you say, "Oh my gosh, that was stupid." And the thing about human beings, man, sometimes we don't want to give each other like a break, man. We just be like so judging everybody all the time, Instead of trying to work together to build something, we always looking around and looking at other people. I saw this meme the other day, and the meme was, picture a big guy, a super big guy walking into a room, right? And there's another big guy across the room talking to some people. So the big guy that's in the room that walked in, he's with his friends. He's looking at the other big guy saying, if I ever get that big, somebody better do something about it. Somebody better let me know, right? You know what I mean? Something acting like they done something as you did, but they acting shocked that you even did this, but they just did this last night. Isn't it crazy, right? Humans, we're crazy. Anyway, so let me see. Oh, you know what I need here? Something's missing here. Oh, this. Let's just do it. I like to play with contrast in my pictures a little bit. So we're gonna do a little contrast, and we're gonna make that tongue real little, and then have this line out a little bit. Okay, so we can see that this is one version of, what was his name? Gamazo? I don't know. Somebody help me now. Somebody help me. Okay, wait, his name was. Wait. Oh, you know what? I got my pad here. I'm tripping. I could just use this. That I can't use it because I didn't charge it. That's not. Yeah, we all got issues, right? And then look, we just help somebody. We just help somebody along the way. We're not called to save the whole world. Everybody, I can't save the whole world. But what I can do is take the focus off of me, put the focus on others, and then believe that God's word's true. That's it. That's the underlying narrative. You know what I'm saying? That, and trust, because the only thing at the end of the day, what makes us go from day to day is some type of faith or trust in that the next day is going to come. You know what I'm saying? So I just got big faith like that. You know what I'm saying? Gayton. I can't say it. I know his name is Gayton. Gayton. Can't breathe. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't think of a funny one for that one. Was that? I don't know. That might have been funny. I don't know. We'll just put a little M right there for his last name. Okay. And he saw some stranger things, and he's so afraid, right? These are how my themes look when I draw live too. When I draw live, I just go with it. You know what I mean? And you'll be surprised. I'm going to tell you how much your speed's going to improve when you learn what I'm telling you today. Let's see what else we can do with him. And what time is it? 11:14. We got to go ahead and start getting ready for our word of the day actually in a little bit. So, let me see. Now I could do something that's a little bit more stylistic, right? Because I tend to like I like drawings that are like and maybe that's because I was maybe when I was younger I was a very vain person. So maybe that might explain why I like to draw caricatures. Like, I'm going to show you. Like, let me see. Let me show you. Now this is the controlled, like, you know what I mean? This is a controlled situation here. So let's just control what we're doing. We're not going to get as wild on this one. You know what I mean? See, watch. Okay. I'll be putting up videos of all of these characters on my YouTube this week. I'm also going to be very active on Patreon here. So you guys go over there and check out my Patreon page. That's my fan support page. We need your support, man. Go over there and sign up for a tier. Not the free one. Get one that's like at least $5. You know what I'm saying? It'll help us. Got these 3 little fellas. I got these 2 fellas. Watch. So this is me just going through the motion of right stylizing. Right. This is more of a disciplined, slower approach. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't look as animated as this guy. You get what I'm saying? He looks a little bit more, right? His hair's a little neater, right? So many styles, so many ways. I don't know what's going to come out on this page. I don't know whether I'll get it all right or any of that, but it doesn't matter. A lot of times people can see greatness in us that we can't see. You know? Scientific fact. They say that we can't stand the sound of our own voice. That's why a lot of people believe they can't sing. Because they don't like their voice. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Because that is absolutely true. Sometimes I'll be in the shower like, what the? I'll be singing in the shower. Yeah. Okay, so if we look here, this is a little bit more styled and everybody, his eyebrows are all nice. It doesn't look, you know what I mean? It's just a little bit more of a chill thing. So I'm going to tell you, my drawings also change based off of who I'm drawing. So I kind of like to read my audience, right? The person that I am drawing, right? But it's not because I'm consciously doing this. It's like, again, I don't know what's going to come out, but I know that you don't say everything to everybody, and drawing is a way of saying things about people. So you got to watch the power of this, you know, when you do it. You know, I've watched some videos where I can look at the expression on the person's face when they see the picture and they don't like it. I've had people that when I was on the Riverwalk shoot, I had a couple of pictures. I had this one lady who was like, that don't look like me. I don't like it. I had somebody call the police on me because they didn't like a caricature. I said, God, dog. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wait a minute, have I broken any laws here? They wanted their money back. They didn't call me because of the kids. They wanted the money back. I told them, you ain't getting your money back. I said, you asked me to draw my interpretation of you, and now you gonna get mad? No. Don't ask me for my opinion if you don't want it. That's what my wife always tells me. She gets so mad. I'll ask her about a drawing sometimes, and she'll be like, that don't look like that. Then I get mad. You're wrong. She's like, don't ask for my opinion if you don't want it. Don't ask. Hey, what's going on, Mustafa? How are you today? From Turkey. Man, awesome, man. I would love to be able to visit Turkey sometime, man. I bet you it's nice. I bet you it's cool over there. You know, I think over here in the in the United States, sometimes, I'm not saying all, but they kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like the media kind of messes up like what we think other places in the world are like. Like for me, like my wife, she's from my wife was born in Mexico, right? And anyway, so I had a Laredo, you know, down there, and so I had to I will watch the news sometime. Before I ever heard of, South, I heard of Laredo, and I heard, border stuff, and people are killing each other in the streets, and it's nothing but gang wars and turf wars and people shooting and kidnapping and all that. And I was scared to death to go to Laredo. Then so finally, I had to actually finally go to Laredo one time. After I met my wife, I never expected to actually go to that place. But because of what I had heard about it on the news, I thought that this is how this place was. And I was like, when I went there, you know what I saw? I'm going to tell you what I saw. I saw kids playing in the street, parents, people going to eat places. I didn't see anything that was exacerbated on the news. So don't be watch with that social media stuff you be watching. Anyway, I want to go over there and check out. I'm gonna check one day. That's gonna be one of my bucket lists to go to Turkey. I also want to go to India one time. I like to check that out. Finally, funny enough, I found out that I have quite the following in India. Maybe somebody will let me stay with them, right? I don't have to pay for hotel stays, or they own a hotel. That would be even better, right? I can go over there and just stay in their hotel, right? Okay, so anyway. I think that this is going to be my now you see the difference between the caricatures. Oh, okay. I know it is. I bet you it is, because I'm like, man, every time I see videos, I see like I've seen some videos like TikToks and stuff of like Turkey, and I was just like, their love for like food and family is like boom, like it's not like America at all. Like over here, man, we're good. You know what I'm saying? You got this. Not every, some people. We do have people that appreciate family and stuff, but then you have, it's different. It was. How can I put it? It's just different. I mean, the sense of family is different over here. I fortunately, I married into a family that likes to be together and do things together and stuff, but I didn't grow up with that. So it was like that's like a weird experience for me, like I always felt like, I'm going to tell you what I felt like. I felt like, growing up, like even as an adult man, most of my life until I met my wife, she helped me so much, was, I felt like I had to do everything by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I had no help. Like even if there were people around me, you know what I mean? I didn't like to be at the mercy of somebody else. So that it made me a hustler. I was always, I was constantly on the grind, because I was like, if I don't get it for me, but families don't think like that. People that really have strong families, they'll be, if I need something, their cousin will come, hey, look, or the brother or sister, hey, what you need? Something? Okay, well, you know what? I'll take care of that. Then I'm like, okay, well, you got a need, I'm gonna take care. And everybody's just helping each other, and you know what I'm saying? It's awesome. But I grew up, unfortunately, I missed having that. But now I do have it. So I am appreciative of it. Anyway, how did I get off on that tangent? I don't know. Stop making me talk about my feelings. God, dog. All right. So this is the last one here. My last one. We didn't get to hit our goal today, but you know what? We're going to hit it. I know we are. It'll be later on. Somebody will watch the stream. I'm telling you, because I know. I'll be positive about it. You know what I'm saying? I know. Okay. All right. So this is Gayton again. But now he's just, So I do want you, as I'm closing this out, I do want you to look at the differences in the way the pictures feel. Okay, how when you draw a caricature, okay, if you are a caricaturist, that this particular style of drawing developed because of this is a play it safe picture. Okay, play it safe mean that. And there's nothing wrong with it. First of all, let's put that out there. If this is the kind of caricature you like, there's nothing wrong with it. Who's the best in the world? Okay, doesn't matter. But what it is this one, is okay, this is me talking to you. I just met you. I'm feeling you out. You get what I'm saying? I don't know really where to go with you. So I'm going to play it safe. So I'm just going to kind of simplify your features and keep basic shapes and not really do a whole lot of exaggeration. My objective here is to make it look like you without doing too much. That's what kind of cartoon this is. These cartoons are more, you're talking to somebody that you know has a broad sense of humor, okay? And you want to, so they'll laugh at something like this. You get what I'm saying? There is different feels to the picture. And then these are for people, this is basically, this is kind of far out the box a little bit. You know what I mean? As far as turning them into objects and things of that nature. But again, you do just kind of got to gauge who you're talking to, and then that'll make all the difference in the world. So guys, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get into our word of the day. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a time out. I'm going to get my materials out, and then we're going to dive right in to the word of the day. Okay. So guys, give me a moment. Again, guys, we do appreciate your support for helping us hit our goal. We do need almost 9 more to hit our goal. But if you're able, we'd appreciate it. Again, I'm a 51-year-old dad. This is my full-time job, and I do depend on the support of my fans and followers to help to feed my family. So thanks a lot. All right, so I'll be back in just a moment. All right, what's going on, guys? We're back, and we're going to go into our word of the day. Okay, so this part is going to take a little bit more of a serious tone, but this is nevertheless part of helping our mind to, my mind to heal. Helps my mind to heal. I start the day off right here. When I start the day off right here, it helps me to overcome me. Okay? I don't know about you. I have a natural tendency to get off track. I have to be sidetracked, to be tempted. I have a lot of tendencies. So it's a daily thing for me to give my mind an intentional direction as soon as I wake up. Because if you don't, you'll wake up, open your eyes, and the first thing that'll come to your mind is, I gotta do this. 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 I gotta go see this person. And it's overwhelming. For me, my life, I can't tell you how overwhelming that feels. Now, today, when I was reading the Word, I am coming out of this book. This is the most significant teachings in the Bible by Christopher Hudson with Lynn Woods. I do have this book. I believe my wife listed it on our Amazon page. So if you guys want a copy of this book, you can go to Amazon and check it out. If you do buy it through when you go through that link, then I do get credit for that. So thank you. All right. And when I read this, it was like, boom. It really gave me I'm going to tell you what it is. It's the source of my energy today. When I don't start with this, if I skip that day, I instantly see a change in my energy. I can't fight things, I was watching Star Wars the other day, and yesterday actually with my wife, and she told me we were looking at this one scene where Luke's about to get on this his X-wing fighter to leave the training that he was doing with Yoda. It was in the middle of the training he heard that his friends were in danger, and he wanted to go save them from the danger. That meant facing his father, that was a trained Jedi, facing all kinds of people that he really was going to need the training to be able to defeat them. And Yoda pleaded with him. He says, Luke, don't go. You need to finish your training first. You're not ready to fight. He said, you're going to destroy everything. You're not going to be able to help your friends if you go over there in this condition. You don't know enough. And he was hard-headed. And he went anyway. And as you know, he almost lost his life and all this kind of stuff here in the movie. Well, that's what the Word is. You're going to go out into this world every day, and there are going to be things that you're going to have to face, whether you like it or not. And without the Word, you're not trained to be able to deal with those things. You can go out there with a lot of emotion. I can do it, and try to talk yourself through it. But Luke did that in the movie as well, and he still came almost to his demise. It wasn't until he had to go back, he was given the opportunity to go back and get the proper training, that he was able to overcome. So with that said, we're going to go to chapter 42 of the book. The book today is, what are we talking about? Why worry? Worry is a waste. Worry. Who don't like my drawing? Somebody ain't gonna like me. Somebody not gonna get me. I'm gonna be homeless. I might get sick. I'm always, whatever it is, we worry about things too much sometimes. And the thing is that the thing that you worry about the most ain't gonna even happen to you. You just worried for no reason. And then we go around and we speak things that are not true, right, about ourselves, and we kind of just self-defeat. So let me read this, and we're gonna actually just kind of chime in on it from time to time, but I want to read it to you. And I'd like you to open up your ears for a minute without any preconceived notions. Because if you can't do this, you're definitely not going to get better as an artist. If you can't open up your mind and look at things unbiasedly to hear what the information says and see and test whether things make sense or not. We have a very powerful gift God gave us, and the gift is the ability to choose. And that requires knowledge. So we're going to talk about why worry. Why worry? Worrying about everything is a waste. It says here, worry, can be unhealthy. Moderate anxiety can spark headaches, muscle tension, short-term memory loss. Even more chilling, medical research has demonstrated a link between chronic worry and serious disorders of the immune and digestive system, as well as coronary artery disease. So let's stop right there just for a second. One thing I got to say, when you worry, you don't see a lot of times with human beings, we don't think that it's happening because we can't see it happening. We want to see it. A lot of people say, well, what is God real? Well, if God came down here and in all the majesty, and he just came down here and just came to your bedroom one night in the form of or whatever, and you wouldn't believe it, what you would say? Human beings would say it was a dream, it was Photoshop, it was this. It doesn't matter. There's no pleasing us when it comes to that kind of, with things. If we don't want to believe it, we will find a way to explain our way out of believing whatever it is that we're looking at or experiencing. But we don't see these underlying things that are happening to us. The worry is not just, I'm just worried and I'm just going to get over it tomorrow. No, that worry, the moment that you start worrying, okay, headaches, muscle tension, it can affect your memory, your memory. If you're a person that worries a lot, eventually as you get older, you get people with Alzheimer's and all these type of diseases to the mind. It's because you place too much stress on your mind. You're not giving your mind the right information to fight the things of the world with. Immune system and digestive system, though, as you get sicker faster. Everything responds to the mind. Everything. Every cell in your body responds, is at your command. But let's keep going. Anxiety itself comes in a variety of forms. A person wakes up feeling vaguely antsy. This subconscious unease gives way to conscious concern. So this subconscious uneasiness, you feel you don't feel at peace. You can't really point out what it is why you feel this way, but you feel it. There's a tension in your body. There's something ain't right. And you feel like this every day when you wake up, or throughout your day, you feel like this. When you feel this, it gives way to conscious concern, meaning that something that you were not thinking about, but it's kind of an underlying thing, opens up the door for you to worry about everything else and be literally conscious of those worries. I feel uneasy. So when somebody talks to me and they say something the wrong way, then I'm going to take what they say the wrong way. I'm worried about that. And so on and so forth. I hope that makes sense to you. Does that make sense to you? It makes sense? Yeah? Okay. The subconscious unease gives way to conscious concern, which then morphs or changes into fretting or panic. If you've ever experienced this at a live event before, maybe even drawing caricatures somewhere, you feel uneasy, then you start being concerned about what everybody else is thinking, and then you start fretting. Unchecked, this persistent worry turns into paralyzing fear and even panic. When you feel like there's no way out, you're going to get scared and you're going to panic and you're going to do something that you're going to regret. When you think about it, worry is nothing more than forgetting. Listen, worry is nothing more than forgetting the reality of God. And then meditating on worst case scenarios. We say we believe in God, but as the scripture says, we have a form of God, but denying the power of him, who God really is for us and to us. And then we meditate on worst case scenarios. Here are 3 reasons Christians should seek to unlearn the habit of being anxious and develop the holy habit of trusting in the Lord. Number 1, worry is unrealistic. Worry dismisses the greatest reality of all, Almighty God. It creates a fictitious world in which a good, gracious, loving, merciful, wise, promise-keeping God is no longer present and active. Such a scenario will never be true, but we create it. Listen to the words that I said. I want you to open your ears up to hear what we do when we don't believe in God. A God that is good to us, that is gracious, that will give us the things that we need when we need them, that he loves us, that he's merciful, that he's wise, that he's promise-keeping. What about if you had a friend? Let's just take it out of the realm of this so you can really, really help you make sense out of this. Okay? I have a friend. His name is Tim. He's my brother. I don't even refer to him as friend. Okay? He, to me, is good. He is gracious. He is loving. He always shows me mercy. He's wise. He's promise-keeping. That's how I would describe him. When you don't have anything in your life, humanly speaking, that exhibits these characteristics, you're going to begin to give up on life. And the part about it was cold is that people always feed you this lie that happiness, it has to come from within. No, it's not it's a dual thing. Because your happiness, the whole Bible is based on the life of Jesus, and we'll get into that in a minute. But what did he do? Listen to the story. He was God, gave up his position as God, took this humble the position of a servant, so that he could be here for us, so he could die for us. He did everything in the Bible where they talk about it. He was doing something for somebody else. How can you fault or argue against a guy like that, but some people still want to do it? He was good. He was gracious. He was loving. He was merciful. He was wise. He was promise-keeping. When we don't have that in our life, our minds tend to deteriorate. And we begin to be people that stay in your house all day. I don't want to be around people. I can't do people. I don't like this. I don't like that about them. I don't like this. But newsflash, there's something about you that somebody don't like either. There's a whole lot of stuff about me I know people don't like. I'm not perfect, and neither are you. Get off the soapbox. It's all about us helping each other overcome things. I've already been there. You've already been here. So you help me try to get over there. I'll help you try to get where you're trying to go, because I understand. And this is how we're supposed to do things. But we get caught up on these legalities of everything. And we start talking about who's going to heaven and hell and all that kind of stuff. That's really above your pay grade. You don't know that. Just talking from your emotions, reading and misinterpreting. Number 2, the second reason, worry is unchristian. Christianity is distinct in that it claims the following. Now, I'm talking to those that believe. I'm not talking to those that don't believe, because if you don't believe, if you don't want to believe, I'm not here to convince you of anything. But we're talking about worry is Christian. Once you say, you know what, I'm a child of God. I believe in God. I have a relationship with God. When you start saying things like that now, it's telling you here simply what that entails, what you have to understand in your mind in order for you to see your progress and to grow in this. Christianity is distinct, and it claims to be the following. God, because of his great love and grace, came to live among us in Jesus Christ. I went to the scripture, if you just go with me for a minute, to the book of John. And so I was reading this, and it blew me away this morning, and I had to underline it. It said, now keep in mind what I'm saying, that Jesus came to live among us, okay? The word became flesh. But listen, in the beginning was the word, right? You see, this book is full of words, right? Okay. Now listen, and the word was with God. Okay. So the word was with God. Then it goes even deeper and says, and the word was fully God. What does that mean? That means that God, this is how he works. People are looking for something like this to start talking to them, but God can, they want a human being. They want this proof of this without understanding what God is. But to make it simple for us, just think of God like a program, okay, for a computer, right? Only thing with this program is that it can't be affected by antiviruses. It's completely secure. All your information is secure. It's unhackable. It's unchangeable. It's unbeatable. He's already figured out every single last thing, cause and effect of everything, everywhere at one time. It's infallible. A program that makes no mistakes. And the only thing, when you operate within this program, right, then you start to get the things out of life that you want. When you go against the program is already set up to give you the consequences that you ask for based off of your actions. So the word was, it says here, fully God. That means that God is not a person. How do you get to know God? You read his word because he is. Does God exist? Yeah, look, the word is right here. Read the word to get to know him, because it says the word is fully God. Now listen to the next sentence. The word was with God in the beginning. It says all things were created by him. All things were created by the word. The program was already set up. All things came into existence because of this program. Let me put another word in there. And apart from this program, okay, apart from him, not one thing was created that has been created. In him was life, and the life was the light of mankind. And the light shines on in the darkness, but the darkness cannot master it. So it's infallible, unchangeable, incorruptible. There's nothing you can do about it. It's only believe or do not. But when you do not, be prepared to accept those consequences. Not just now, but then. When we know where we're going, we believe in the word, and we know the beginning of the story, we know the end of the story, then how do we worry? Worry cannot find its way in if you stick to the program. Because the program's already made a contingency for it. That's why it tells you what things to think about. Those things that are glorifying, edifying, those things that uplift people, how to helping people. All of these things are things that are good for you. They add to you. They push you forward in your purpose, because everything also in a program, everything that's put in the program, even me and you, we are a manifestation. Because listen, I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to get back into my thing. It was talking about Jesus and how Jesus is a manifestation of the word into flesh. Listen, so the word, what this is describing, became flesh. Okay? No different than somebody designed this first. They wrote a blueprint for it, and what was described on the paper became a reality. God became a flesh. Jesus is a manifestation of God into the flesh. It's a manifestation, and he was placed here for a reason within the program, because human limitation, we need something to see. How do we live like this? How do you do that? Is it possible? Yes, it is, because he said that he lived his entire life without committing one sin, even though he was tempted by it. So he's saying that what we're doing in our life is we're attempting to reach the level of Jesus, the manifestation of the word. It's not, everybody keeps, they don't keep it just that simple. Something was written, the word was fully God. God is the program that created Jesus to come for the reason that he came here, which is to be a savior for us. That's what this is all about. So when we worry, right? It says he came to live among us in Jesus Christ. Listen, Jesus' mission was to seek and save us and to give us life to the fullest. Even when we were sinners, Jesus died for us. Jesus rose from the dead, meaning that he's alive forevermore and has vowed to be with his followers always. That's in Matthew 20. Now, why does that? Now, let me finish up. If God has done all of this for us, then no matter our circumstances, we can be assured of his constant love, care, and provision. But I want you to look at his life again. His mission was to seek and save us, to give us full life to the fullest. And then look at what Jesus said in the Bible. He says, these things that I do, you can do this and much more. So we're not separate from him. We are all a family. And we have the same rights and abilities and privileges as he does. Because he is a manifestation, he is an example of how we're supposed to live. Now notice, even though, then it says, and even though we were sinners, he died for us as well. Okay? Even though other people do bad things, we're still supposed to love them. You cannot fight bad with bad, evil with evil. Love conquers the multitude of sin. But we keep doing this legalistic Christianity thing. Letters, stuff that was in the Old Testament. You got to cross two I's or a T, put some smoke in the air, all that kind of stuff. And then. That's what this is for. That was the manifestation. You've already been bought. You've already been saved. You already are guaranteed your spot on the list once you say yes. Now, we know whether you believe because your fruits will tell us that. Do you worry a lot? Then you do not believe. It says, "O ye of little faith, why are you worried?" Do you really believe in me if you're worried about this? I get that you have I get it. But at the end of the day, do you really believe what you're saying? I want to start a business. But you sit at home and you don't do anything. Do you really want to? Do you believe? Right? I'm valuable. But then you go around as a young lady and you're sleeping with all these people and doing all the kind of stuff with you, right? Or a young man doing those same things, going out and robbing and killing and stealing, putting yourself in bad positions. Do you really believe what you're saying? Because something that's valuable, you're going to treat as valuable, because we can tell. All I got to do is believe. Look, remember we talked about the word. Words are powerful. That's why God was a word. That's why he's the program. The word is like, you can speak words, and those words are literally controlling the programming of your mind. That's why you have to watch what you say about you and other people. Because what you say about it says, whatever you say, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off you and bounces off me and sticks to you. Right? Whatever you say about me bounces off me and sticks to you. That's what that means. You'll be judged by the way you judge other people. When you have a judgmental heart, you'll think that everything that everybody does is a judgment against you. This is the word of God. When you don't know the word of God, you're in big trouble, dude. You're going to be worried. You're going to be cynical. You're going to hate life. you're going to do all kinds of stuff. And eventually this is where suicide and all these things come from, because you know why? Because they kept reading the wrong word. Saying the wrong word, thinking the wrong word, the word that has nothing to do with what God said about you. You saying those words to yourself. The third reason, and we're going to finish up here, worry is unhelpful. And Jesus said it himself. Worry adds nothing to our lives. What are you going to change by worrying about it? Like literally, just stop there for a minute. What does that change? Nothing. You're still in the same predicament. You still have to deal with it. But if you have faith, it says the size of a mustard seed, it says you can look at that mountain and say, mountain, be moved out of my way. And that mountain will move out of your way. That's not possible, Harry. Well, then we need to talk, because that's where you're messing up at. If you're a person that you don't have any, do you know, imagination? It was funny, since we're artists here, we could just talk about that. If you don't have an imagination, if you can't see beyond what's in front of your face, you'll never grow as an artist. You'll just be drawing some stuff that you just saw repeated somewhere else. You'll always be trying to be somebody else. You ride off of somebody else's imagination. You'll never be able to see the glorious things that God has for you because you lack imagination. Jesus said again himself, worry adds nothing to your life. Stewing over an unpaid bill doesn't pay that bill. Analyzing or agonizing over your company's impending layoffs won't secure your job. Worry doesn't change anything. In fact, if you keep reading the word, you start saying things like I do when I go to work. I'm a straight commission worker. That means if I don't draw a picture, I don't get paid. I have 4 children to feed. You don't think I worry about stuff? Right? I want to be worried, but I have to quickly tell myself, wait a minute, what God do I serve? Because if I sit there and stew on the problem, I'm going to just sit there. But if I grab hold of God's word that says I'm the lender, I'm the borrower, I'm the head, not the tail, whenever I give, it shall be given back to me, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, so that I cannot contain the blessing. What? You get what I'm saying? If I don't start saying those things to myself, those things are what pull me out of the slump. Those things that make me go into work and say, this is going to go well. How do I know that? Because this is going to go well. Harry, how do you know you can enjoy that person? Just because I know I can. Because God said, I can do anything, all things through Christ that strengthens me. But the whole world is burning down around you. Everything's crashing down. I know. I'm not worried about it. What can I do about that? I'm going to keep focused on where I'm supposed to be going. That's the peace that we want in our life. That's the piece I'm talking about here. That's what's going to develop your ability to see better. Because you have to understand that God is the Word. And the Word was God. The Word was with God. But first, He was the Word. It wasn't they were separate. It said that He was the Word. If you want to picture God as a sentence, you can. I think that would be a good analogy. And a sentence that says one thing that's not going to change. Worry doesn't change anything, at least not for the better. And then it finishes here with this statement. It says, worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrow. It empties today of its strength. Let me say it again. Say it with me. Y'all ready? Here we go. Let's say it together though. Worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrow. It empties today of its strength. You live in the past and you live in the future, but like Yoda said in Star Wars, but you're never right here. You're never in the moment of where you're at. And your blessing is in the moment. I don't have this, I don't have that. But what about I have lights, I have a house, I have my eyesight, I can move my fingers, I have somebody that I can talk to, I got a computer, I can go get me some Starbucks, there's so many other things to be grateful for, but you focused on the one bad thing that happened that day. And you let it ruin your whole day and steal your blessing. Here it says, these are some scriptures, why worry is a waste. And then it gives us a few scriptures in Psalms 3. I'm just going to say them slow so you can write them down. Psalms 3, verses 4 through 6. God will sustain you. Listen to the word. This is the word of God. This is the new program. This is not a new program because the word has been the word. It's always been there for you. But I think you're going to think about this differently now. Remember, words are powerful, right? Because if it wasn't powerful, God would not. Why would God be the word? Why would God be a word if the word wasn't powerful? The word is what manifests things. Listen, the word is what manifests things. So Whatever you speak is what you're going to manifest. Does that make sense? God will sustain you. That's in the word. Psalms 18 says God can turn difficulties around. That's in the word. So when you see that difficult situation, I'm not worried. God can turn this around. And when you believe that, you'll start doing things. And every time you get in there and you say, and when that voice say it ain't going to work, no, God will sustain me. God is turning this down. He has plans to give me a future, a hope. He wants to give us a expected end, a positive end. He wants us all to be in heaven with him. Even with Jesus, he died, but he rose, and we too shall rise. So not even death should scare us. Because remember, Jesus is a manifestation of the word to the earth for us to look at. Let those with eyes see, and people with ears to hear what we're talking about today. Psalms 139, God understands your anxiety. 1 Peter, God cares about you and your anxieties. But listen, in Psalms 3, but God will protect you. And God will be with you in what situation you find yourself in. So that is our word of the day. Why worrying is a waste. I want to thank you guys for coming out to the stream today. That word was super awesome for me. It was the source of my energy today. I didn't have any. I woke up this morning not feeling that great. I woke up this morning thinking about what I needed to do. And I said, you know what? I got to start the day. I got to get into the word. What does God want to speak to me today? And when I read that word, my stream was affected. This stream was affected. The laughter that I had, everything was a result of the word. Because the word will accomplish that which God set it out to accomplish. So when you do what's in the word, what the promise is attached to that word, that's going to happen to you. Whether you like it or not. So if you're going against the word, there's already a sentence in the word. There's a rule already written that says when you do this, this. If you do this, then this. If you do this, then this. If you do this, then this. So we're not making choices. It's just an illusion of the choice. You either believe or you do not, and you get the consequences. You guys have an awesome day. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for all the tips, the blessings, the laughs. Everything was awesome. Everything is awesome. Right? You guys have an awesome Saturday. I'm going to go draw some caricatures today. And guess what? This is going to go well. I know it is. Because God is with me. And he's with you too. Y'all be cool.